welcome to Camp Kaiju Monster Movie Talk. Today I am talking about Mars Attacks! It has the exclamation point. From 1996, another 90s classic in our July series, Summer Smash Part 2, Welcome to Earth. Boom! And this is another movie where I decided to revisit a childhood favorite, one that I honestly hadn't seen since I was a kid, so it was a wonderful experience to go back. And what do you know, it actually was a wonderful experience all around. Remembering a lot of scenes I remember really enjoying as a kid and whatnot. Before we get into the good, the bad, and the downright campy, remember that you can check out Bandits Emporium. Get yourself a cool shirt. We'll have others coming soon, but you can at least get the logo here in just about as many colors as you want. That's not true, maybe 5. Either way, check them out, support the channel, and we'll bring you more videos. So, the good for Mars Attacks, I think, begins and ends with Tim Burton. This is clearly such a love letter to 1950s science fiction alien movies, especially Earth versus the Flying Saucer. Check out my review on that. If this was a restaurant, I would say Mars Attacks is your meat and potatoes, and Earth versus the Flying Saucer is the red wine, the white wine you'd pair with it. They just go very well together. I will say that the flying saucers in Mars Attacks are done 10 times better than those in the 50s movie. No offense to Ray Harryhausen, it's just the the benefit of time and budget. So some other good things about Mars Attacks are the cast. They are all working in great chemistry, great harmony with one another. Jack Nicholson is a standout, playing 2 characters, and it's really a good time because of all that. The bad for Mars Attacks, surprisingly, is that same CGI. And this is really interesting. When it comes to the Martians themselves, first of all, iconic, memorable, bold creature design. Like these Martians, they're iconic. You see that the big brain in the encased, helmet, it's awesome. That aside, the CGI that brings them to life is not good. And it's really interesting. I read something that Tim Burton did this intentionally as sort of his way of making it cheesy and, in the same spirit of those 50s movies where you kind of love it for its rough around the edges look. Well, I think that's a really great idea in theory, and as well-intentioned as that is, 20-some years later, I think it was misguided and could turn some people off. I would also say that the story is a little disjointed. And after watching Independence Day, another shameless plug, where that story also involves sort of disparate groups kind of in their own stories, and then they converge at the end to take out the aliens. Well, in Mars Attacks, these disjointed groups never come together. They just keep going on their own paths and have their own sort of resolutions. That's fine, it just felt a little shallow and left me wanting more. Just wrap it up here. The downright campy for Mars Attacks, if you had to pick one thing, it's Tom Jones playing Tom Jones, and he sings us out, baby, right into the credits. Animals, nature's restored, balance of Earth. It's really, really cheesy and awesome. So I debated on giving this movie a true classic. It's definitely a cult classic, but despite its flaws, like I say, it's got infectious humor. It's got really memorable set pieces from Tim Burton. The cast is really a well-oiled machine, so there's so much here to enjoy. It just overcomes any flaws sort of in the finer details. So definitely check out Mars Attacks. Let me know what you think. Engage with Camp Kaiju. We're on YouTube. And next week, mind you, we will be diving into a whole new theme. We're getting away from smashing, we're getting away from space, we're bringing it down to earth a little bit, and I'll tell you, it's called August Bites. That's all I'm gonna tell you. All right, stay tuned, catch you later.